Greetings, Lambda Chi, High Pies, and advisors. Welcome to the May Advisor Update. The spring semester is almost complete, summer's almost here, and the guys are about to go home. Nathan Gray from the Lambda Chi Alpha Educational Foundation is going to be our guest today. We're going to hear more from him in a few, but first, a couple of updates from the Office of Administration. From accounting, please pay your past due balances. All unpaid billing from February 15th is now past due, so we've got to get chapters on top of this. High Pies, don't forget you have access to chapter finances in My Lambda Chi and Greek Bill, so you can see what your officers see with regard to this. These balances must be paid ASAP. As you know, I know, once the officers go home for the summer, it gets even more difficult to get these invoices cleared. So please be on top of this with your officers. From alumni and volunteer support, please claim your FSID login to My Lambda Chi. This gives you access to the portal where those chapter finances are at, where Greek Bill's at, and some other resources. Most of you have claimed it. Some have not. If you need it, please email GM Moore. Her email address is in the email this advisor update comes in. Those are our updates from the Office of Administration for the month of May. I want to introduce Brother Nathan Gray to you. Nathan, like me, is from our Butler chapter here in Indianapolis. He's been serving on the foundation staff for 3 years now and is with us to talk about the philanthropic services the Lambda Chi Alpha Educational Foundation has to offer. Nate, welcome to the May Advisor Update.
JJ, thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. To start with, can you share with us what the Lambda Chi Alpha Educational Foundation is and why does it exist?
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for asking that. So the Lambda Chi Alpha Educational Foundation is the 501c3 nonprofit which supports the Lambda Chi Alpha fraternity 501c7 not-for-profit, right? The Educational Foundation is the philanthropic arm to the fraternity. Our mission is to invest in the ever-growing educational pursuits of Lambda Chi. We do this by supporting the fraternity programs, conferences, and research to give current and future brothers the best experience possible.
Perfect. Beautiful. Now, your role in the foundation is to oversee philanthropic services. Before we get into those services and what all is offered, will you share more about why the foundation has started to offer these services? I mean, this is relatively new.
Yes, absolutely. It is new. And it's very simple why we got into this. What we know is that when our chapters succeed, Lambda Chi Alpha succeeds. So we've seen many volunteers do wonderful jobs, but we recognize that it takes a lot of time, energy, sometimes resources, and local infrastructure for long-term projects like raising funds for a new chapter house or creating an alumni newsletter that goes out consistently to take place. But we do have that. We at the foundation have a professional team to help. Additionally, there's other firms in this space that offer similar services like fundraising or communication, but they don't necessarily have the institutional knowledge, the breadth of services, the relationships, and most commonly the organizational alignment with our chapters that we do here at the Lambda Chi Alpha Educational Foundation.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing the why. Will you share a bit about what services are offered?
Yes, I can do that. First, I'll start by breaking them into 3 categories. That's going to be our fundraising services, our engagement services, and our endowed asset management. As I get into this, I'll just share that if you're interested in anything that we talk about today, I encourage you to email me and we can set up some time to discuss this, your chapter's needs and more specifics. So our first one here is our fundraising services. This is a paid service that's offered to our chapters for larger projects. A chapter may be exploring purchasing a new house, renovating, building, or something specific to their needs. For so many of our chapters, it's hard to even know where to begin or what the scope of a massive project like this could entail. So we'll walk through everything from the planning stages, committee structures, and campaign cadence to make your project a reality. So when you're asking yourself questions like, do we have the money available in our alumni base? Is this a project potential donors would like to support? We can answer these preliminary questions and more through our fundraising services. Our second service offered is our engagement services. We know consistent communication to chapter alumni is desired by all of our groups. Our engagement services will create a marketing calendar, regular communication, and define the channels that can be used for future projects. If you already have a newsletter but find yourselves not getting it out on a regular schedule, or if you're debating if you should send out physical mailers or not, they can be expensive, I highly recommend scheduling some time with me to review the partnership of an engagement service with the Lambda Chi Alpha Educational Foundation. And lastly, our third service, endowed asset management. This is our bread and butter. We hold over 80 restricted funds here at the Educational Foundation. So these are used most often for local scholarships. They can also be used for educational expenses, leadership training, and again, they're held for your local Zeta.
Very cool. Thank you, Nathan. Everybody, Nathan's email will be in the email that this advisor update comes in. So please look for him there. I have referred several of you to Nathan already, and I know he's been helping you. You've told me it's been a great experience. So thank you for that. Thank you for being here, Nathan. It's awesome to see what the foundation is doing on a really practical level for our chapters. Brother High Pies, advisors, thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for doing what you do. Have a wonderful month of May. And remember, it's a great day to be a Lambda Chi.